Welcome back, Tribe. Have one here from Martell Medalists, and it's what getting jacked taught me about women. Let's see.
You see, on the journey and even beyond the journey, after I've gotten jacked, I realized I learned a lot about women. It taught me a lot about women.
Yes, indeed.
And it's going to teach you a lot about women as well as you progress, as you start to see the difference in how people treat you, how people speak to you. All of that comes once you've transformed your body. I know a lot of the people in the comment will be like, dude, why are you talking about getting jacked? That doesn't even matter. All you have to focus on is just being you, and everyone's going to love you for who you are. That's wrong. That's why you're single. That's why women don't talk to you. That's why they may talk to you right now, and then they'll just find somebody else. You get your heart broken and you wonder why people are so cruel in this world. It's because that's what you believe. See, getting jacked taught me a lot about women, and the first thing it taught me is that what they say does not necessarily equate to what they do.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of women will say, I don't like guys who are in shape. I don't really like guys who are muscular. I like the dad bod, right? That's what they tell you. I like the dad bod.
Bullshit.
The fact is, one, they don't even know what a dad bod looks like. That's one. Two, they say that because that's what makes them feel comfortable. That's what they can actually have and control and maintain. And there's no level of accountability when the person is not in shape. There's no accountability in themselves to be the best woman for that person, because they know that the person who's in shape, the person who's jacked, will always have many options. So they don't want to have that level of
higher standards. The competition thing that he's talking about, yeah, it's real. It makes women uncomfortable. When I had my best physique, I got the most women. I was the most driven in the gym, all that stuff. And you would get the same answers. I don't like guys that are too jacked, but they can't keep their hands off you. Oh, men that are obsessed with the gym are kind of gross, but all they do is get pounded out by dudes that are working out in the gym or have sick bodies. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do is extremely true. Now, the fact that when she tries to snag a guy that's like extremely good looking in terms of how he treats himself, his body, that competition anxiety is what keeps her in check, because she knows she could be replaced very quickly. This is what they're saying when they say, I like the dad bod. I like a man I can control. I like a man that I don't have to feel like I have to try much to keep him in a relationship. So no other woman's going to steal this man or want him because he's just average. He's just dad bod. But they all pine for Thor-looking dudes, 6'4", jacked, python arms, 8-pack, all that shit. That's what they want, dude. So that's why the first tenet of the red pill was always lift. In general, just do something physical that gets your body shredded. Having a 6-pack is everything. It really is. Take your shirt off at the pool. Walk around with your spare tire, or walk around with a 6-pack. See the difference. People treat you completely differently. When I was going out clubbing in college and all that stuff, I would wear these tight button-ups. It would show my shoulders were bulging, my biceps. You can see the veins of my biceps through my shirt. There are these tight, like satin shirts that I was wearing. Abs, you could see everything, chest, all that. And they would love to grab all the time, and like, oh my God, and the look on their faces. You would seal the deal right there. That's 90% of the game is attraction. You can't really negotiate it. That's why some of the guys are struggling so much, because their mentality is on a different level, feminized. We're like, I'll convince her to find me attractive. Like, here's how funny I am. Here's how my personality is. Here's how smart I can be. No, bro, are you hot or not? Like, that's really all it is. We're monkeys, dude. Get over it. Apes. It's the basics.
Competition, that level of anxiety. So they're always going to go towards the man who is not jacked. The second reason why they say that, though, the sub reason for why they say, I like men who have dad bods, is because they like men who are well-rounded. They like men who also have different interests. And unfortunately today, a lot of men, you included, maybe even me at a certain point in time, we've lost our sense of exploration. We've lost our sense of learning different things, of a zest of life. All we do is live in the gym. I had a point in life where that's all I did was just live in the gym. Yes, I had my business, I had everything else, but I didn't explore other things. I didn't read different books. I didn't get into music. I've always loved music. If you look up Martell Metellus piano, you will see me. I was professionally trained as a piano player when I was, this was 2006? 2006, I was professionally trained as a piano player. And I stopped that because I wanted to get into athletics. And then from athletics, I got into the sport of bodybuilding. And then I got into just overall fitness, right? Overall, I just like being fit. But you'll start to realize that the person who's just in shape, that just focuses on that, which is a lot of the gym cells out there, they're one-dimensional. They don't know anything else. All they know is protein shakes, macros. That's all they talk about. So they can't even go conversate with women. They can't have real conversations with women. So women don't like that. That's why they always dictate. They always say that they want to be with the man who has a dad bod, because that man is exploratory. He has to overcompensate with other areas of his life to be able to feel whole, to overcompensate for the lack of a physique that he should have. That's the reason why, too, right? And the second reason, so the first reason was that women will say one thing and do the opposite, right? But the reality is your self-image matters the most. See,
here we go.
Women, business, whatever thing requires social interaction, the first thing a human being is going to see is you, is how you are shaped, is how your clothes fit you. That is what they're going to see. That's what they're going to admire. That's what they're going to appreciate. And that's going to give them signals of who you are. With women, you have to look from an evolutionary biology perspective, right? From an evolutionary biology perspective, women want a man who can protect and provide. What your body signals, whether you can or you can't, there's men who look the type, but they can't actually do it. But the advertisement that you put out is that you can protect and you can provide, because you can protect since you have muscles. It signifies strength. Even if it's artificial strength, it still signifies that. I would suggest going to learn powerlifting or even boxing to have that combat, to be able to protect, right? To be able to go with the body that you've built, but to also provide. Because when you're in shape, when you're jacked, it shows that you have discipline. It shows that you actually have a routine. It shows that you're serious about yourself. It shows that you actually have some level of commitment in your life, right? So that protecting and providing are the two evolutionary biology metrics that women have had for the longest time, right? Throughout the entire pantheon of humanity. That's what women have wanted. So when you get jacked, that signifies that you actually have the thing that they're looking for. And they might not even know that internally, but the reality is they're just automatically programmed to want that. It's the same way that a man programmatically wants a woman who can nurture, a woman who's caring, right?
Now, the one-to-one comparison on that would have been big boobs, small waist, big ass. That's what it is. Fertility. Those are the biological markers. That's why women want big muscles, aggressive dudes, abs. In general, it signifies fitness, physical health that could get passed down to offspring. Let's see what he says for dating strategy.
From a self-image perspective, you're exuding the fact that you are disciplined, that you actually care about yourself, to take care of yourself, and you also have the consistency that it takes to be able to do that. That is what subconsciously people are thinking when they see you. It's more than just like, oh, he has big muscles. Yes, visibly you look great. But you have to think of yourself, you have to think about, with women, it's all about marketing. It's all marketing and sales. If you look at it from a business angle, it's a funnel, right? When you're dating women, top of funnel is all about attention. You have to generate attention. That's why marketers put out content. They put out ads, visual ads, to be able to catch your attention. Your body is something that will be able to catch women's attention. Then you have to nurture, which means when you have conversations with them, you need to be smart. You need to have many different topics that you can talk about. And then once you've nurtured, that's when you get into booking a call or a call to action or closing the deal. And that comes down to the values. If the values align, if the structure of your lifestyles align, that is when you close the deal. So you have to look at it like that. That's what getting jacked taught me about women, that I optimize for the top of the funnel. You have to optimize for the top of the funnel when it comes to dating women by getting in the best shape of your life. It's the easiest thing that you can do. Lowest investment cost, highest ROI. I've said this before, highest return on investment. And people might say, I get a lot of these.
Also, it's there's dual benefits. Not only are you getting jacked, if you want to use women as your motivation, by all means, but it's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health, good for psychological health. It's good for everything. It just makes your body feel better, run smoother, have more energy throughout the day, regulate emotions and mood better. Working out, physical fitness in general should be a staple in every man's life, period. If it's not, you are fucking up what it means to be a man, big time. Barring any of the, but my legs are broken, but my thyroid, but this, insert incurable rare disease. We get it, bro. Yes, you're a victim. We understand. Cool story. You can't. Do something in your wheelchair. There's plenty of dudes that are jacked in wheelchairs. Figure it out. Go wheel your ass over down the street up and down. You can still get your heart rate going. So sick of the victim, but I'm in the special box. I don't want to hear it. Everybody can do something. And you should make physical pursuits part of your life. If you have problems with impact with your bones, go swimming. Go rowing, go ride a bike. There's plenty of low impact sports that you could do, fitness exercises, stretching, anything. You can work out at home. You can work out in your bedroom. You can work out at the gym. You can work out on Mars, bro. It doesn't matter where you work out, but you got to move your body. Movement is life. And in turn, what he said, going back to the whole, getting fit, getting jacked, getting ripped, all that stuff, people treat you differently. Men treat you differently. Women treat you differently. Society treats you differently. Everybody wants a piece of you because you already shown the work. You're disciplined. It's not easy to achieve that, which is why people respect it so much. It takes effort day in and day out, seeing almost no results for months on end until you finally arrive somewhere approximating fit. Oh, this guy works out. Or you could tell even with a shirt on, oh, this guy works out. It's a great feeling. But again, you could be powered by the initial motivation of getting women. It will, on the longer term, build a form of discipline within you because you're going to start craving going to the gym. You're going to like the way it makes you feel. You're going to appreciate that you have this thing that's all your own. It's not dependent on anybody else. And it's a good coping mechanism for when you're really stressed out or life is getting really difficult. If that's your go-to, you are in a good place, my friend. I'm telling you. If the first thing you think about is, damn, I need to throw around some heavy weights. I need to go on a 10-mile run. I need to go do something physical as a response to a stressor in your life, you are in a very good place. That's an incredible habit to have as a fallback on, instead of like stuffing your face with pizza, gaming for 10 hours, jacking off to a ton of porn, whatever it is, right? You have to replace these triggers with good hobbies on a fundamental level, like autopilot. You don't think about it. Life throws a curveball your way. You're stressing out, bad news with job, girlfriend, parents, whatever it is, man, that's happening in life. You default to positive, good, healthy habits. You'll get very far in life.
These weird people that are like, what do you mean getting jacked is so expensive? So is everything else in life. Getting food for getting jacked is expensive. Bro. No, you can optimize for spending the least amount of money, simplifying your meals. You don't have to eat extravagantly to then get to the goals that you want. And by the way, getting jacked doesn't necessarily mean that you look like a bodybuilder, a steroid using bodybuilder. It just means that you're below 15% body fat and you've packed on a decent amount of muscle to where you structurally look aesthetic and healthy. That is what getting jacked is. Looking the best version of yourself, looking like the best version of yourself without having a detrimental effect with that process. So getting down to 5% body fat, which by the way, I did naturally, you don't want to do that because I felt horrible. But now that I'm at about 12% body fat, I feel great. If I drop down to 10% body fat, I'll feel even better. But the reality is you need to be able to do that because women start to look at you very differently. When you walk down the street, you will see women looking at you because you have the image and you'll attract women. And again, a lot of the haters, a lot of the people who are keyboard warriors will be like, well, you're going to be just attracting women that want you for looks. Duh. Of course. You have to understand that human beings, they are selfish by nature.
Yeah, I've talked about the Disney mentality. It's worse in men today than it is in women. Women have gotten off the delusional rail of wanting like 6'6", Thunder Chad, blonde hair, blue eyes, multi-billionaire, all this like alpha simp, some shit that doesn't even exist in reality. They're way past Disney. But men have clinged onto this mentality of she must love me for me. I gotta have a woman that will be with me whether I'm in a Bentley or the bus. No, bro, it's never been that way in the history of mankind. You are chosen for what you can do, for your utility in this world. What value you provide as a man is the very thing that provides value to society. Do you have a high status from maybe work, from inventing something, from starting a business, from whatever it is, your expertise? Are you respected by other men? That's what's attractive to other women. Apart from the raw physical attraction, which is built into all of us, what you're able to provide is where your value lies in the eyes of society and women. She will never love you for who you are. She will always love you for what you could provide. Get that shit out of your head that they owe you anything more than that. The exchange is simply even. In terms of nature, she will potentially wreck her body and endanger her life to give birth to your future sons and daughters. In exchange, she will get access to all your resources, your protection, and your provisioning. It's an even exchange. Your grandpa, your great-grandpa, nobody gave a fuck about love. People were marrying in families, arranged marriages, not for love, not for this individualism that we have today, but for the greater good of two families coming together, for the future progeny of these two families to be put in a better position than either family was. Now we've scaled that down to be in a better position than both parents were. And now we scale that down again where we're having single parent households. Nobody owes you fucking any loyalty whatsoever. You have a secret contract that you both abide by. She can't get fat. You can't get broke. You must keep improving. She must maintain her beauty. She will give you children. You will give her resources. Get over it. There is no Disney happily ever after. And if that's too much for you to swallow, that's too hard to accept, step out the game, bro. Move aside. There's lines of code or dudes putting on skirts that are waiting for you. It is what it is, boys. Life's always been a competition. Look around you in the animal kingdom. The males fight and compete for women. We do the same on a different level. Tack on human society and human culture for added complexity, but the game is still the same fundamentally. We're competing. Women pick the winners.
They will want something for their own benefit. They'll want something that benefits them. They'll want something that intrigues them. There's no such thing as just wanting you unconditionally and you provide no value. Value meaning entertainment, education, inspiration, right?
Money.
You're inspiring people when you walk down the street and your clothes fit and you look great and you have a nice smile on your face. You have no fat on your face.
Yeah, the issue is most men are looking for their mothers and their women that they're trying to date. So that's why women always have this constant complaint of, I don't want to have a man that I need to mother, that I need to baby, because that's what a lot of dudes are looking for today. Unfortunate. It says the attention I got when I was fat versus the attention I got back in shape was a 180 flip. Whoever says looks don't matter, it's total bullshit. Even ignoring the muscles, you look better in clothes. Your posture improves, your face and jawline look better. As a guy who's 5'7", I can attest women started giving me attention when I started getting jacked. I think a major contribution to this is also the fact that I started to feel and walk more confidently. And that's one of the biggest things you'll derive from getting in good shape is that your energy out also shifts, your mentality shifts, the way you carry yourself. There's like an aura around you that magnetizes people to you. You will not know what I'm talking about until you yourself undergo this transformation and see how it changes you mentally. That's probably on par with the actual physical transformation itself, because you're much easier to talk to. You make people laugh more. You're much more relaxed around people. You're much more confident. You don't second guess yourself. Everything comes off effortless. And that makes people want to open up, be friendly with you. Women love that kind of energy. I mean, that's what they say when they say they want a confident man. It all derives from how you look at yourself internally. If you're not happy with the way you look, bro, how are you going to exude confidence? It's a skill a lot of men are losing in the world today. But let me know what you guys think. For those that have gone a transformation and were fat or were skinny, then got jacked, share your experiences. It'd be interesting to learn. Of course, we're going to have the naysayers and the black pillars in the comment section have given up. Hello to you too. Everybody else, if you want to be part of the conversations we're having over on the second channel, doing the self-improvement and the work to get to this level, earning more money, getting our bodies in shape, building discipline, links are in the description below. We'll see you on some of the private calls. Everybody else, take care of yourself, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.